Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse, the Batman Who Laughs, the one with the wings, it's called something, with Sky Tyrant wings, that's what it's called. Again, I don't know anything about this particular storyline, though I'm starting to get more and more interested in it as these figures come out. But I think this is like a partly reused figure from the earlier one without the wings and the armor, but maybe all the parts are new, I don't know, you guys can tell me, because I did not review that earlier release. Anyway, this one looks pretty good. It looks good, it seems to function pretty well. It might be one of their stronger releases, so there's definitely some stuff to talk about though, so let's go ahead and get it off the stand and take a closer look. This guy stands roughly to the top of the head, not the little spiky things, about 18.5 centimeters, which makes it pretty close to, let's say 7.25 inches, and that is pretty good. Okay, for the question of the day, do you prefer this look or the look without the wings and the extra armor? I think I like the wings. I have no idea why he's got wings, but they look cool, so I like it. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into the aesthetics part of the review. First thing I want to say, something that really kills the aesthetic on this figure is that when I took him out of the package and tried to test out the articulation, he broke right in half, like right out of the package. I barely did anything. They used those weird joints, the hinges in here underneath the soft plastic, and they were just far too tight. I barely even, I didn't apply any more force than I had to, and there's nothing I could have done about it anyway, because you have to apply a certain amount of force to move the joints, and the plastic cracked. It's not like I tore it or anything, it just cracked right off. So that sucks big time. But aesthetically speaking, they did do a good job. We have different finishes between matte and satin, and then we have the painted buckles on the wrists, and the armor's painted well, and the face is painted and sculpted really well. The glossy mouth looks nice. Reminds me of that guy at the gate for Mordor. You remember that? The mouth of Sauron? Anyway, it's very nicely done. The sculpt work in the jacket is really clean. The pants are done well. The boots are done well. The wings are done really nicely. I like the way they sculpted the feathers and they did the painting properly and they hit the pegs with actually sculpted caps. I will say though, it's weird that they put the little piece in the front. Because right now, and it's not terrible obviously, but you can see that there are two pieces here, whereas on the back, you only see the one piece, which is definitely a better look. So traditionally speaking, what you would do is you would reverse the parts. The little piece would be in the back, and the front, so that the front, when they're down, they look good. When they're out, you're gonna have a separation no matter what. You're gonna have it here or here. So you can't do anything about that, but realistically speaking, these parts should be switched or swapped, and it would look better when they're down, but they still look really good. They're awesome wings, very nicely sculpted and nicely painted, so that's good. Yeah, aesthetically speaking, it's really, really solid. Probably, if there was like a dry brush or something on the jacket, it would be better. I'll say 8, but you could easily argue a 9 on this one. It looks really, really good. The face paint especially is so clean, and the wings are done well overall. Very nicely done. Alright, as far as accessories go, you just get the ones that come in the package, which means you get the trading card in the back, which is just this image right here. Again, I hate that they are connecting the packaging to the trading card, so you have to tear it to get it out. Not the card, but the packaging. And then you do get the little display stand down there. If you like the little black ones with the pegs, you get that. If you don't like that, leave it in. And that's what I do. Alright, so accessory-wise, like 2 out of 10. Almost none, and basically none. Alright, now for articulation, we have the head on a ball peg. It looks like the neck is also on a ball peg, and you can just move it around however you want, and that is perfect. The wings, obviously you can rotate them this way. They do have a hinge to bring them out, and you already saw the hinging here. So perfectly versatile wings. I like those a whole bunch. I can see a Sephiroth custom coming out of one of these sets of wings for sure, or one of the wings from the set, because they look almost exactly like Sephiroth wings. And he is all the rage these days now that he is in Smash. Some of you have no idea what I'm talking about, but that's okay. Google it. For the shoulders, we have the ball peg connecting the arm to the body with a little bit of extra range. Don't know that that's really helpful, but it is there. Doesn't hurt anything. The hinge itself works fine, goes all the way out to the side. You do get your rotation, though this is connected, so it's going to be very limiting. And that's kind of a bummer, but probably no big deal. Bicep swivel is fine. Double jointed elbow is fine. Wrists are on a ball hinge, and that works very nicely. The torso does have hinging in there, but obviously I can't show it to you because mine is borked. It's no good. For the hips, You get about 45 degrees, which should be enough. Going forward, you get almost none. Going back, you get a little bit. I don't think he needs to be in very dynamic poses, so it's probably okay, but that is still very limited. There is really no thigh swivel to speak of. Double jointed knees work just fine, perfectly good range. He's nice and skinny, so it's all pretty easy to do. The ankle hinge goes far enough back and pretty far forward, so that's good. You can also rotate it around since it's a ball hinge and get an ankle rocker, which is really good. And then the toe hinge, I'm not sure it's supposed to be as curled up as it is, but it is perpetually curled or pointed up. And you can do it even more. It's way too far back in the foot and it is floppy, so it's kind of worthless. So articulation on this guy is suitable for the character. I think it's fine. I'm guessing he's not running around doing ninja moves. I could be totally wrong. Like I said, I'm not super familiar with this storyline, but assuming that it's not going to hurt the usability of the figure too much, I think the limited articulation is okay. So I'll give it a 7. It's fine. If he is supposed to be running around doing ninja moves, then you can correct me and I will, in my head, lower my rating. All right? Okay. All right, so final verdict on this guy, assuming yours doesn't break, though, as far as I can tell, it's likely to happen because it's just the way it's designed. It's a really strong release overall. It looks really good. It'll pose well enough, and that's really all you need. So I'll give it an overall rating of 8 out of 10, assuming they don't all break. If you guys start telling me they all break, then, well, check the comment section to see if other people are reporting it before you buy one. But there you go. It's a pretty cool figure. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you might want to. I have new videos almost every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.